This podcast is hardly focused.
Hey, let's check that out.
The band Rush is back.
With Neil Peart on drums?
The ghost of Neil Peart at least approves, as does his immediate family.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'll take it.
That came out of left field. I was not expecting that. I mean, there's been a lot of great bands that have lost vital members that have... Some have come back. Some have attempted to soldier on again. Some with great success. Others, not so much. And
But honestly, I think Rush looked at 2025 like, you know what? We need people to look forward to the future. Let's do 2026 Rush.
and oh my God, let's hope. Oh God, I'm not a praying man. Nor am I a praying mantis. But let's hope that Dolly makes it to 2026 so she can see Rush reunite.
There you go.
But Rush is back. Rush will be touring next year, 2026. For you Boston folk like us, you're going to have to travel.
Yeah, it's a very limited. Now, are they doing that? And we're expecting some additional dates, or this is like, no, we're old. This is what we're doing.
I have a feeling they are old, and this is what we're getting, and this is going to be the best, and we're just going to have to deal with it and potentially travel, and that will be that.
All right. I mean, we're not that bad.
We're within proximity of technically two shows. I mean, I'm saying Toronto being not like close, but I think it's closer than what Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland does rock. However, Toronto is closer.
Yeah, the tour starts next June. Starts on June 7th at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, which coincidentally was the venue the band last played before Neil passed away.
Oh.
And remember, they haven't performed since 2015. And Neil...
2015?
2015, that was the... what was it called? It was like the R40 tour. It was their 40th anniversary. And after that tour, I don't even think they were anticipating it was going to be the last tour. But then maybe a year or two later, Neil's daughter had described her father. I don't know if she like said something on social media or if she like actually did an interview or something, but she had said that, maybe it was Neil himself actually did an interview and said like her daughter was describing him as a retired musician.
Ah.
But what was actually happening was he was very ill and was keeping that to himself, and then sadly passed away at the beginning of 2020.
Don't eat Neil's sandwich, though.
Do not.
No.
You know what? I loved Neil's sense of humor. Great sense of humor. He the video, we played a clip of it at the very beginning here, but I think it was a Funny or Die sketch featuring Jason Segel and Paul Rudd, basically reenacting, reprising their characters from is I Love You Man? I Love You Man, yep. Yeah. The I'm not going to do the dumb voice, but the slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass, man.
And the members of Rush confront them because they're in their dressing room.
I'm going to get someone to come down here and kick your ass unless you get out of here now.
Because Neil just came across as this brooding, like, no nonsense, almost like a bouncer at a club who also had like 2 PhDs in various things.
It's always interesting the amount of higher education in certain rock bands. You're like, interesting.
Yeah, and you
did not pay you for that.
And he was the lyricist too for Rush. Mm-hmm. It's I believe only their debut album features songs written by primarily written by Geddy, because John Rutsey was the drummer, and then John left after that, and then Neil came in, and then Neil took over the songwriting, and
which is also interesting because you always pick like the songwriter is the song singer normally.
I can name 2 off the top of my head, two bands where that's the case, where someone else is the primary songwriter. Rush with Neil, and then Fall Out Boy, Pete Wentz, is the lyricist, but Patrick Stump is the singer.
What does Pete Wentz do?
Well, no, Ashley Simpson no longer. Drugs, maybe. I don't know. Pete Wentz stinks. Every time I see Fall Out Boy, more time is spent listening to Pete Wentz pontificate about who knows what on stage than they actually spend playing music. But I digress. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Rush. So
salesman.
So again, Los Angeles, 2015 was the site of the final Rush show until next year, 11 years later. So we're starting in June 7th, Los Angeles, then to Mexico City, Fort Worth, Texas, Chicago, New York, Toronto. And then I was interested by this until I was given context as to why this is happening. The final date, September 17th of next year at the Rocket Arena in Cleveland. And I mean, the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, for one, but also, according to Variety, who I believe were the ones to break the news about this, that was the site of the radio station that broke Rush, WMMS.
Oh, all right. A little fun history right there. Okay.
The legendary, as I get the bell ready and drop it, the legendary WMMS. According to Variety, Donna Halper broke Rush in the United States while working as a music director at Cleveland's influential rock station, WMMS. Halper received the original Moon Records pressing of Rush's 1974 self-titled debut, again featuring John Rutsey, from a label friend in Canada, and played Working Man on the radio. The song resonated with listeners, and import copies of the LP sold well in local record stores, opening the door for Rush to eventually land a U.S. record deal and become global superstars. I'm going to start just like saying everything in my best Howard Cosell voice. Eventually land a U.S. record deal and become global superstars.
Hey, it's Howard Cosell. You got to do the voice.
Or if you will, John Mulaney. I feel they're somewhat similar. But yeah, so the big question, and by the time this episode goes live, everybody will know the answer to it. And who is taking over? I'm not saying replacing, but who is taking over for Neil Peart, and that will be Anika Nilles from Germany.
The band?
Is there a band called Germany?
No, that's Europe.
But I'm surprised there's got to be a band called Germany. There has to be. You've got Asia, you've got Europe. Mike and I obviously play in a band on weekends called Luxembourg.
Yes. There is, oddly enough, seeing as we're talking about Canada, there is apparently, according to the Googles, a Canadian indie rock band named Germans, and then also a Canadian synth rock band called Germany.
Interesting, but no, just Germany.
No, just Germany.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we're giving some people some ideas here. And
we'll take 3%.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So Anika Nilles, she is a German composer. She is a producer. She has toured with Jeff Beck.
Oh, that's a name.
She's released 4 solo albums. If I didn't mention it, she has won awards. She's a very good drummer. The channel on YouTube, Drumeo and Julia. Check her out on Drumeo. A very good drummer.
Yeah.
You can tell immediately just watching. I mean, I had no idea who she was until this news broke yesterday. And I watched one of her videos on Drumeo, and it just immediately said, yeah, no, you're going to kill it. You're going to do great.
Yeah. Nope. That's good. Yep. We're good.
It's like the guy he's the drummer now in Primus. Who, Mike, if you didn't know, Primus sucks.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They sell.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, we use Winamp here on Hardly Focused for our soundboard.
Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.
And you can set in the IDV tags the genre, and they famously, under their genres, have Primus listed as a genre because Primus doesn't fit into any genre. So they are their own genre.
Their own thing.
Right between pranks and progressive rock.
Okay.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Primus.
But anyway, I believe his name's John Hoffman. He's the new drummer in Primus, and he did quite well in Louisiana, I think in Baton Rouge, either Baton Rouge or New Orleans proper, but unknown outside of Louisiana. Auditioned to join Primus, and that those guys took one look at his video and said, "You're it. You're
sold."
Yeah. No, Mike Portnoy who? Mike Mangini who? No, we're going with you. So I imagine a similar thing happened with Anika. And it's also like, if you didn't know who she was before yesterday, now you know. Again, if you don't know, now you know.
Sucker.
And according to Variety, the tour is dubbed the 50-something tour.
Okay.
It's described as a, quote, celebration of Rush's music, legacy, and the life of late drummer and lyricist Neil Peart. Slated to hit 7 cities in North America, blah, blah, blah. Los Angeles, site of the final Rush tour, tour in 2015. Neil Peart's family, they say, quote, his wife and daughter say, "We are thrilled to support the 50-something tour celebrating a band whose music has resonated and inspired fans for generations, and to honor Neil's extraordinary legacy as both a drummer and lyricist. As the band enters this new chapter, it promises to be truly unforgettable. We're excited to see how their new vision unfolds and to hear this legendary music played live once again." Mike, that's very important because to get the sign off, the blessing from the family of the fallen member.
That's not nothing right there. That's something.
Sure. And I think like with Linkin Park, for example, like now earlier I said some bands are doing quite well with new members, and they are one of those bands. They have come back. They're selling out venues. Their comeback album was great, but I don't think all of Chester Bennington's family was on board with Emily Armstrong taking over. For a variety of reasons, one of which being her previous ties to Scientology. So in my opinion, you need the full 100% blessing and sign off from the family if you're going to do something like this.
And then the rest of the band is like, we don't care. We're going to do it anyway.
Linkin Park, I can see that. I can see Mike Shinoda saying, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But
majority rules. There we go.
But Geddy and Alex Lifeson, no, they wouldn't do this if they did not have the full support of the Peart family. And so it's been no secret, Mike. I don't know how much you've been following this. I know you're the world's biggest Rush fan.
Clearly. There is a Mike that is the biggest Rush fan.
Fuck,
I don't have the same last name.
You're better with a dick in your mouth.
I checked in on him yesterday. Within minutes of hearing the news, texted him and said, "Happy day to you." And he said back to me, I quote, "I've had an erection all morning."
He's been rock hard for 24 hours.
And then, what else did he say? Because we had a good back and forth. I asked him, "Do you know anything about the new drummer? I read she performed with Jeff Beck." Mike Shue said, "Mornings, 100 FM, The Pike in Worcester." All I know is the neck stuff. Oh, Beck. Probably he was trying to say Beck. And she is a teacher at a couple of conservatories. Apparently, most of her family are also drummers. I said in response, "I hope she plays the entire tour on a 4-piece kit with only a hi-hat and ride cymbal, jet style." To which he said, "Eat a dick."
There you go.
You're better with a dick in your mouth.
I'm very excited for him, and it's this is going to be a big deal for Mike Shue. I think he said he's also traveling. I think he said he's going to go.
I would expect nothing less of him.
He's going to the New York show. Okay, I have a friend who said he's either going to go to the Cleveland or the Toronto show, but to New York. I'll probably go to the New York show too, because that's what I do now, Mike. I travel to New York to go to things.
Yeah, every once in a while, it's a good thing to do.
I've been doing that, dude. I've done that 3 times now in the last month. I'm putting a lot of miles on my car. What I was going to bring up, Mike, is the Geddy and Alex. I mean, they are very close, very, very close friends, and they have been in private just performing together. They just get together and just jam almost daily, and supposedly they've been writing things too. But
wow.
They've made like some appearances here and there, most notably at Taylor Hawkins memorial shows. They performed there. I want to say it was Dave behind the drums for it because that would make sense. But they've been performing in private, and Geddy's the one who wants to go out and tour. It's Alex has been the one who, hasn't felt comfortable about it.
Okay.
But he is now warmed up to the thought of it, and this is this audio is a little on the long end. I don't know the long end. Okay, so it's a minute long. Here's the announcement. They posted this on Facebook yesterday, the 8th of October. In case you didn't know,
you've been coming over to my house, and we've been coming down into the studio for years. Years. We wrote so many songs in here. You slept on that couch. Memories. And after 2015, there was a very quiet and a sad period for us. And when I think back to us doing the tribute concerts for Taylor Hawkins, we went out on stage and played our songs, first time in a long time. There was a special feeling attached to that. Bittersweet. Yeah. Because of obvious reasons. When we started jamming again down here, it was like a continuation of that moment. The more we played our old songs for fun, the more fun it became. Yes, exactly. And I was surprised because you were getting even more excited than I was. Yeah, I love playing them. I just love playing our songs again. And so that's put us in this terrible situation where we have to announce that we've made a decision to go back on tour. Hi, we're going back on tour. So we'll see you soon.
Oh, they're cards, aren't they?
Hey, you know what? They're happy.
They are like, I like the chemistry between them. You can tell it's genuine.
Yes, it's not forced. Yeah, you're right. It's nice and easy.
They talked about what
like Sunday morning.
They talked about what they're going to be doing for Neil.
One of the cool things about how this is progressing, all the songs we're putting together, and I know 35 songs or so far for a set that's going to be, I don't know, ran a couple of hours, is the fact that we're going to cover a lot of things and change it up night to night, but we'll always have a part of the show that's a tribute to Neil. And his memory of him and everything that he was to us. And it's going to be beautiful to be able to celebrate him every single night. Yeah.
They are also talking about the length of the shows. They're saying that they're toying with the idea of doing like 30-something songs per show.
Damn.
But they've also acknowledged their age. They want to give fans what they, what they think the fans are due at this point. Yeah. But they're also like, hey, we're no longer the spry young men of the 80s.
It's understandable. They're like, look, we want to. We don't know if we can.
Well, this one's a bit surprising because it was always a trio, right? There's always 3 people in Rush. Well, that might not be the case on this upcoming tour, according to Geddy.
There's one other decision that is coming. I love the idea of being able to wander over to you, wander over to the drummer, and just be a bass player. So I think we will find ourselves adding to the band maybe a keyboard player. What do you think of an idea like that?
I think it's great. I think having a little time together at the front of the stage will be a lot of fun.
It'll be great. I think for songs like Tom Sawyer, et cetera, it's going to be important that I play those signature keyboard parts.
It will be very liberating for you, and we can start working on the dance routines that we wanted to do for so long.
Oh, I'm excited. I might actually go to. I'm not like I don't know about you. I'm not the biggest Rush fan.
No.
I'm not.
I appreciate them. I'm not going to buy tickets.
Sure. I mean, I can name like off the top of my head like 5 Rush songs, and that's it. And it's more like songs I'm familiar with, but not necessarily. I couldn't like Working Man. I couldn't hum Working Man for you, but I know that's their like debut single. Well, you know more than I do then.
Yeah.
But there's Limelight and then Subdivisions.
I can't hit the Geddy Lee notes though.
Well, no. Can Geddy hit the Geddy Lee notes at this point in his age? Yeah.
Maybe he always has.
Subdivisions is my favorite Rush song.
Subdivision.
Well, let's call it at either July 28th or July 30th for the New York dates at Madison Square Garden. Rush, the 50-something tour, featuring Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, whose last name, by the way, is the literal translation. He's Croatian. It's, the son of life. That's because I'm not even going to try to pronounce his actual last name, but the literal translation is son of life. So that's what.
Yeah, we know. We know.
And then Anika Nilles on the drums.